Welcome to the Milo Experience.
Okay. Well. Hasn't it been a long time? It's been a long time, hasn't it? Here we are once again. We're here listening to me. You are listening to the Milo Podcast. Bing bong, bing bong. Yes. Can't believe how far we've come. We've come so fucking far. We've come further than any recorded distance in history, like the stars and the planets and everything else, like the speed of light times a million across an infinite stretch of galaxy. That's how far we have come. And it's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been it's been more than 7 days since I uploaded a podcast. What's up with that? I'm pretty bummed out about it, to be honest. I am bummed out because my streak has been broken. I did 27 episodes, 27 weeks in a row. It all came crashing down last week when I just didn't have time, didn't find time, just didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But here we are. I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed you. I missed you so much. I'm glad you're here with me today to listen to episode number 28. Oh yeah! That means I guess I got to start another streak, right? I got to try and do 28 episodes in a row if I want to beat my own record. I mean, I knew I was always gonna miss out on a week eventually. It was inevitable. Like, at least when Christmas time comes and holidays or whatever the fuck else, when I'm literally not gonna be in my place to record shit. Oh well. Yeah, we'll just have to pick the ball up where we dropped it, keep it rolling and rocking into the free world, you feel me? So it's a big special time right now in the sporting world. It's so special. Everything's happening. All the stuff is moving and grooving and super tubing with the screws, man. You know what I'm saying? The Olympics time, it's here now. Time is now for the Olympics. For the 5 gold, I mean, they're not gold, but the 5 rings, it's the 5 ring sports time. It all started in Greece 1 million years ago, right? I guess. And then they were doing sports, and now the whole world does sports thanks to Greece. I don't know, when did it start? I don't know when the Olympics started, but there's a lot of sports there, and people that be competing take it real seriously. They're trying to get those medals, you know what I mean? Trying to win some stuff. It's all about the fame. It's all about the blood, the sweat, the tears. It's all about the blood, the sweat. Yeah, blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of effort goes into training up these guys to be the best as they can possibly be, competing against each other. It's nation versus nation. We're getting fully nationalistic. You're not allowed to be nationalistic any other time of the year except for when all the nations combine to fight. They square up, they throw down, and they blast off. It's all fully competitive, and it's all national, bruh. So yeah. I guess there's lots of sports like cycling, fencing, swimming, running. I guess there's even some type of walking, jumping, racing, all kinds. Any type of sport that ends in ing, it's there. And they got esports there as well, as far as I understand. Like computer game sports is there. I don't know if it's FIFA or 2K or Madden. But I think they actually play like Street Fighter or some shit. That's pretty, it's pretty Olympics, if you know what I mean. Pretty Olympic stuff right there. Esports, baby. Welcome to the future. We don't be just competing out in the real world. We be competing in the cyberspace as well for those gold medals. I think that the Olympics it's reasonably conclusive, but it's probably missing out on a few different sports that could be competitive, right? I'm thinking like hide and seek, chasey, maybe like hopscotch would be a good one, and skipping. See, all the basic sports. These are the basic schoolyard sports. You think we'd have some like bona fide, genuine pros from around the world that are just like the best ever at skipping rope, or the best ever at, I don't know, what else do you do? Whatever. I mean, what else is missing from the Olympics that should definitely be there? Maybe handball would be a good one. Hacky sack. See? Like just, baseline skills that we all love and learned back when we were kids, right? They're not represented, so I'm not feeling represented at this Olympics. I'm going to boycott it. I just decided I'm boycotting the Olympics. There's no hacky sack, so I'm not going to watch it. But I might watch some of the esports, and I might watch some of the real sports too. I like how they do climbing now. Like Olympic climbing's pretty fun. That's some fun stuff. Go up the wall, hand over hand, grabbing the pieces on the wall, fake rocks. You put you put your leg on the wall, and then you reach up and you put your hand on the wall, and then you got to reach up your other hand and pull yourself up, and then your leg comes up again. You got to climb, scale that wall if you're so great. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's just really not on that. All of my favorite sports. And I don't know, ring around the road. Wait, no, duck, duck, goose. Yeah, duck, duck, goose. That'd be a good sports for the Olympics. Musical chairs. See, why don't they just include the most basic sports that we all know and love? We all know the rules. We can all participate. We don't need a commentator to explain the fine details of the interactions that's happening before our very eyes. We would all just know because we've all done these things, man. Yeah. It's not fair. I'm feeling underappreciated, underrepresented, undercooked, and underdeveloped. That's how I'm feeling. So we better build that shit up. I'm saying make the Olympics great again and include school sports, man. So yeah, I guess we've got to put up with that, all the news surrounding that and all the stuff that's happening around there. I guess they've been having some controversy. People athletes getting robbed. The train station getting sabotaged, and there was a big electrical power outage or some shit as well. It's just a bunch of bullshit surrounding these Olympics. Good stuff, I say. Good stuff, France. Let's go, France. They should definitely host all of the major sporting events for the future as well. I think that we should send everyone to France, and they should be the kings of sport hosting. Kings of sport hosting. So I don't know what I'm going to do to, I got to lay a bit low to try and avoid all of this Olympic nonsense, on the social media, on TV, on the radio. Inescapable Olympics, Olympics, Olympics. You won gold, you won silver, somebody won bronze, no one fucking cares. I don't care. I mean, I sort of care. I kind of care about the Olympics. They're sort of cool. That's how I'll just leave it there. Olympics is sort of cool. I don't mind it. I'm not an enemy. I'm not a hater of the Olympics. I'm not an enemy of the Olympics. I'm not an Olympic terrorist. I'm just a normal guy that doesn't care too much, but doesn't hate too much. I think I've got a good balance of Olympic hating and Olympic appreciation, man. It's I'm in two minds. I'm the fully realized yin and yang, completely balanced on the scale of justice, sports justice. Everything's fair in sport. Love sport and war, man. So anytime that I'm feeling a little bit hungry at work, most of the time, I'd say 99% of the time, I don't eat at work, man. I don't eat at work. No breakfast, no lunch. I do one meal a day. Usually, I save up all my hunger, and then I quench it. I slay my hunger like a dragon at the end of the day with a big fat meal. You know what I mean? Good stuff. Reward myself for starvation. That's what I think. Reward, food reward. That's me. But there is a really nice pie shop and bakery across the road from my workplace, and sometimes I'll go there for lunch on a Friday or something like that. Or if the girls in the office feel like taking a stroll, I might go for a stroll with them and grab myself a pie. And it just makes me think it's a cafe bakery attached to the distribution factory of a pie business. And I think it's really cool because I love pies. I think meat pies, beef pies, underappreciated, just like those sports that I just mentioned in the Olympics. Beef pies are a cuisine that goes underappreciated in the world of worldwide cuisine, man. Not enough meat pies out there, bro. Not enough. You put some respect on meat pie name, man. I think meat pie should be like a honorary Australian #1 delicacy type thing that we should ship towards the rest of the world. People should know that Aussies love pies, man. Aussies, we love pies. All types of pies, but mostly beef pie, lamb pie, chicken pie. Pies are around the world, and I think they're in the UK and Europe as well. You get some pies over there, get some shepherd's pie, maybe a Cornish pasty. So there'd be some meaty baked goods coming out of Europe. But I don't know about like the USA and Canada and like other places like that, man. I think those dudes just like their idea of a pie is like cherry pie or maybe a lemon meringue pie or whatever. Like they're talking about sweet pies, man. Apple pie, sweet apple pie. Isn't that like an fully American thing? You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind the fruit pies. They're pretty good. Fruit pies go hard, baby, but they've got nothing on savory. I'm a savory man. I like to savor the flavor. So yeah, Americans, you need to get your lips and teeth and tongue. You got to get your lips and your teeth around a meat pie, and you got to put your tongue in it, and you got to lick out that beefy goodness, is what I'm telling you. Salty gravy. Whack on a bit of the old dead horse barbecue sauce even. That's good too. Any type of sauce is good on your pie, and the good thing about them is it's like a carry with you. It's a traveling snack, but it's also like a hearty meal because like you can have meat in there with vegetables, and it's like fully like good for you. It's a bit high in salt, maybe a bit fatty, and a little bit of cholesterol. But if you're an otherwise healthy person, that's a good dose of protein and essential nutrients right there, man. And they're so convenient. You can take them with you anywhere you want. You can freeze them for like months, man. Months, bruh. And then you can reheat them, like thaw them out and cook them. And they're perfectly good. They're like as good as the day that they were made. Duh. So yeah. Meat pies, man, they are my friends. I'm a big meat pie respecter, meat pie enthusiast, enjoyer of the beef pie. So I can't help but wonder what it must be like, you know, when I'm over there buying these pies from this big, gigantic fucking pie factory, cafe, baker place, what it would be like if I had my own pie and like if I was the number one pie manufacturer in Australia or the world, or maybe just Australia. I don't want to go too crazy. I was the number one pie making factory in Australia. You know, what kind of secret recipes would I have, and like what would my position be? I mean, first of all, I think that I would like to be, of course, the president of the pies. Duh, Milo's Pylos, that's what I call it. And I'd be the CEO, president type guy, choosing like all of the decisions for the company, right? Leading the company to victory, to beefy goodness, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what I'd be doing. But I'm a practical guy. I'm a fair guy, and I think I'm a good leader. I'm a good leader, diplomatic type person. Diplomatic, but with an iron fist, because I know the best things for my people, and I'm going to hold them to it and make them do it. Hold them to it, make them do it. That's my political campaign. I'm running for president. I will hold them to it. I will make them do it. So yeah. So when I say that, I mean, I wouldn't just be the shot caller. I mean, I'd be the only shot caller, but I might have a board of pie experts that would advise me and help me make like expert level decisions based on like market research, the economy, demand and supply, maybe what my competitors are doing, like enemies out there in the pie field, trying to keep tabs on what they do and steal or circumvent subvert some of their secret ideas that happen to be successful or whatever. I would be all up ons, bro, all up ons. So yeah, I'd be doing that, but I wouldn't want to be like just some fat cat sitting in my office with my feet on the desk, eating pies and smoking cigars. I want to be down there making and baking as well, man. Making and baking. That's what I want to do, as well as call the shots, bro. So yeah, I'll be like a working CEO, a working director that actually does work instead of just pretending to do work, taking phone calls and smoking cigars. Like most CEOs, or all of them actually, 100% of CEOs and directors do nothing. Yeah. Not me though. I'll be down there I'll be on the front lines of the pie. I'll be on the pie line, dude. I'll be baking and making them pies, stuffing them full of goodness, and like enhancing the recipes and sampling, other people's creations that they might bring to me. I heard of, all of the greatest creations in history of like food pop culture have come from like the janitor or something. You know what I mean? It's just some low level employee who's like, hey, excuse me, Mr. Director guy, I think I might have an idea for your pies. Come over here, Sonny Jim. Let me taste your pie idea. I'll be, that's what I mean when I say I would be diplomatic, But I mean, I think we've got to have some signature pies. I'm not really sure what mine like would be, but keeping on the savory side of things, like maybe a kangaroo pie, man. I mean, it's a no-brainer, man. Aussie pie, stuffed full of kangaroo. Like, you got to eat your national animals, right? And they're on our coat of arms. They're our emblematic animal. Got to eat the kangaroo. Kangaroo pie, baby. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Nice and salty, all full of roux, and gonna be mad gamey, bruh. Mad gamey. And that would be a good export, because all of the people around the world be like, I want to have a roux pie. I want to have a kangaroo pie, baby. So yeah, kangaroo pie would be on the menu. Probably emu pie, echidna pie, platypus pie. That'd be pretty brutal. But like, the thing is, platypus, they got like a lot of venom or some shit like in their talons, or they got like a little secret penis or something they can stab you with, and like it kills you. The venom in a platypus is dangerous. They're like probably, I think they're top 2 most venomous animals ever existed on planet Earth, or something like that. Scientists have been trying to harness their venom to find an antidote to aging for at least 1 million years. But the thing is, the platypus is just a very elusive and savage animal. Like, if you lay eyes on it, you're not going to live to tell the tale. So we have very, very few, reported sightings of platypus where the guy actually got to steal their talon or harvest any type of venom or whatever from their secret attack claw penis thing, whatever they keep in a little sheath down there. I think that's how they get you. That's how they get you, because they look real cute, but you try to pick one up, and then the next thing you know, you're convulsing on the ground and your heart's jumping out of your mouth. That's what the platypus do, bruh. Never trust a platypus. How about this? We got a bird in Australia. It's a famous bird, I think. And as a matter of fact, I think it is a famous bird, because like there's some type of social media bird and dog team combination out there, and it's like this little staffy looking dog and what's called a black and white bird in Australia called a magpie, and they're very vicious. I think they're some type of corvid or something like that, I think, because they're pretty smart as well. I just assume that any bird that's in the relative shape of like a crow and is intelligent is probably a corvid, I'm guessing. I'm a biologist and I'm an avian scientist, so that's how I categorized all of my birds. So yeah, and the thing about magpies is that they're you either love them or you hate them, because they're super duper territorial. They'll like peck your head off if you're riding your bike along the street, or you're just walking through a park and suddenly a bird comes down and stabs you in the ass and like pecks out your eyes and tries to bore it, like twist its beak into your skull or something like that. That's a magpie. But they make really cool sounds. If you ever heard one, you got to hear a magpie. They got like the coolest sounds going around. If I was on the marketing team for magpies, that's what I would put on the slogan. The coolest sound going round. Magpie. Hear it now. That's what it'd be. But in my pie factory, I'd be putting them inside a pastry and cooking them, man, because that would be like another Australian delicacy. Very rare pies. That's all I care about in my pie factory. I don't want nothing that you can get internationally. I want to be doing all of the exporting, all of the retorting, and all of the resorting. That's the way it goes at Milo's Pilos. We be only doing the greatest in nationally protected native species pies. Like, I can only imagine that that's going to attract some type of like cyber espionage or like spies or something. They're going to come and try to steal my recipes or whatever. I'm going to have to like really vet my ranks and like go through everyone's backstories and histories and resumes like a fine-tooth comb. Maybe like hire some private investigators, or I don't know, like some type of super sleuth type guy, maybe Pink Panther or like Inspector Gadget type person, to like vet these dudes, because I don't want no like Chinese or Russian dudes coming into my pie factory and stealing my secret recipes, right? But I guess they don't even have to get that far. It's not like they need to get on a plane from overseas, fly to Australia, queue up in the airports and collect their luggage and get on a bus and then drive down to my pie factory, right? They don't have to do that. They could probably like just hack into my system and try to steal my secret files, which all the ingredients, we keep it in the secret files, encrypted and stuff. But if like CrowdStrike goes down and I've got mad weaknesses in my security, or no security at all even, then what's to stop any type of like government, foreign body like Africans or whatever, North Koreans. What's stopping them, Egyptians, from trying to hack my system and steal my kangaroo pie recipes, man? They know about all the quantities, and they know about all the things that I put in, all the herbs and spices. Probably like just easily they would just break in my firewalls and just steal my livelihood out from underneath my nose. That's why you can't just protect yourself on on the internet alone, man, and security guards isn't enough as well. I think we need to go crypto pie recipe, so that none of these dudes can hack my pie recipes. I'm going to put all of my secret ingredients and combinations of stuff on the blockchain, so the only way they can get to it is if they've got like my wallet code, or I don't know, whatever. I don't even know how crypto works, but that's what I've been led to believe, is that if I get pie-based NFTs or whatever, then no one else is going to get that shit, because NFT is so valuable. So yeah, I'm going to release pie NFTs, I'm going to release real pies, and it's going to be the greatest pie factory in Australia. We're going to dominate the world one pie at a time. I'm going to be shipping out 1 million billion pies across the globe, Antarctica, USA, and I'm going to dominate the UK market too. I'm going to move in, I'm going to spread out, and I'm going to get that clout. I'm going to show you what I'm all about, and if you don't think that I'm going to shout, then I'll get a megaphone and I'm going to scream, baby. Yeah.
Hey man, listen up bro, it's the Spaceman dude. Hey bro, I'll knock you down with the house of cards that you're standing now, man, it's not too hard. I'll slap that snapback off of your head and make your bald spot go red. Don't you see that a lot of these dudes coming through now are built on lies? Talking tough, but it's my lifestyle that they all want to synthesize. Don't expect me to sympathize. When it comes to getting shit done, I'm doing much more than most these guys. 5-star on the beat, man, that's me, man, and I'm on the mic. These days there's no replay, the only button I hit is unsubscribe. Built on lies, and that's true for a lot of guys. Seen it happen now many times, lose traction now anytime. That man there tells a lot of fibs, does he think that I don't know who he is? Every weekend he's talking shit about last weekend that he never did. Built on lies, all made up just for story time. Built on lies, all that talk is just porcupines. Built on lies, many morons are hypnotized. Built on lies, these guys like to build on lies. All that stuff is just porcupines. All that stuff is just porcupines. I know a few dudes who might look crude but their ego's soft. They might act hard with a couple blokes but alone they're not. Self-made is what they claim, but look at their team. They say their circle's small, but it's big enough to bust out the ball. Got mum's lawyer on speed dial, got daddy's banker if you need the call. Still suffering from writer's block, why not try to pop a couple Adderall? Better yet, why not take a job at the local mall or the supermarket? Send your CB into KFC or the local Target. Otherwise it's scamming credit cards and ripping off other better artists. Sell a couple grams on the side just to live out fantasies in your mind, but never actually try your hardest. That dude says that he lives the largest, but he's weeks behind on his new apartment. Behind his back his whole crew is laughing. Built on lies, all made up just for story time. Built on lies, all that talk is just porcupines. Built on lies, many morons are hypnotized. Built on lies, these guys like to build on lies. Built on lies, all made up just for story time. Built on lies, all that talk is just porcupines. Built on lies, many morons are hypnotized. Built on lies, these guys like to build on lies. All that talk is just porcupines. All that stuff is just porcupines.
Welcome to the Milo Experience.
I was driving home from work the other day, right, and I think I saw the greatest number plate that I've ever seen in my life. I could only presume that it was like a personalized number plate because it was crazy and like really good, but it could, I guess I'm not ruling out the possibility that it was just a naturally made organic number plate either. It could be a genetically modified number plate, or it might be a naturally occurring number plate. I don't really know. I can't claim to be a number plate expert. I'm already too busy being an expert on native animal pies. But the number plate was really good. First of all, it was white and black, which is nice. It's really easy to read. So if you're a copper that's chasing someone down, like if you were chasing this car down in some type of high-speed chase on the motorway or weaving and ducking through the suburbs, whatever it might be, or maybe if you're You could even be chasing them out in the outskirts of town, or like on the interstate highways, wherever you're chasing, through the bush. Maybe you're driving out in the fucking desert or whatever, man, through the forest, underwater. Maybe you're trying to hunt down someone on the moon, or maybe you're on the moon and they're in their car but they're on Earth. What I'm trying to say is the white on black, or the black on white color scheme is easy to see, it's easily identifiable, and especially from long range, long distance, man. You got long distance vision on that motherfucker. So yeah, really good number plate. I'd like to see it again. This is what it said: 400 GRL, 400 girl. Which is great, isn't it? It's very provocative. It's also like thought inducing, and it really gets my emotions percolating. I'm bubbling right now, bruh. I'll be bubbling. What does that even mean? 400 girl? Does it even mean girl? 400 GRL. I mean, my first interpretation when I first laid eyes on that, I didn't think about it for a second. There were no second guesses. Just immediately my eyes landed on the number plate, and my brain was like 400 girl. Even though it says 400 GRL, I don't know what that stands for. If there's anyone out there that knows what 400 GRL means, then you can tell me. But otherwise, I'm gonna assume that it's 400 girl, which is a good name. Like, it's just a good name, 400 girl. Like, who are you? It's a good gamer tag or a good nickname. It's like, I'm the 400 girl. Sort of like the Hawk Toi girl, except you're the 400 girl. Like, you just really like the number 400, or maybe the 400 is just meaningless. Maybe you just chose that, like 400 girl. 400 girl. It's easily, like, it's just a unique name, man. 400 girl. Or, like, is she the 400th in a lineage of girls? Or maybe it was a guy, and he has 400 girlfriends. Or maybe he has 400 girlfriends. Maybe it was a girl, but the number plate was bought by a guy who has 400 girlfriends, and that was his 400th girlfriend or whatever. But then I guess it would say like 400 GF rather than 400 GRL, which makes me think that the girl that was driving this, I can't remember if it was a girl actually driving. I didn't actually look at the driver. I was too busy focusing on the number plate because it was so amazing. And so yeah, maybe it was just like the person who was driving it was a girl, and she just really liked, like, you know, I'm not even going to say that she liked the number 400. 400 is really not important in this scenario, I think. It's just the overall package is good. 400 girl. You know, like, it's just got a ring to it. It's just great. Really good. But what else could you have on a number plate? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, are they... You could put anything on there, right? Are they supposed to be unique identifiers? I guess that's why, like, they sort of act like barcodes or whatever, like registration barcodes. So you're not going to get the same number plate twice. They're sort of like unique identifiers, but are they even necessary anymore? Couldn't you just have like a QR code or something like that instead? Because do people really need to read the number plate? Like, if somebody, there's every single car in the world basically. Like, most cars in the world right now, they have like dash cams or like inbuilt parking cameras, or all kinds of cameras. Like, you just imagine if you just had a QR code and you could just tap on the screen, it would just bring up all the information about the driver that way. Wouldn't that help police rather than being like, whatever, like, this 400 girl. Can you repeat that, please? 400 GRL. 400 GIRL. No, 400 GR, you know, see, you just get to the bottom of that shit. You wouldn't need to run the plate or anything. Just the cop car would just have cameras on it. It would read the QR code and just automatically transport the information from the secret computer police database into the screens of the cop car so they could apprehend the vigilantes or whatever, right? Or could you have is there anything else that could be, like, maybe a barcode, just a big barcode, like a product code? Or, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that number plates are sort of antiquated anyway because, like, I don't know, man. Half the time I'll be driving around looking at number plates that are illegible. They're supposed to have like these little lights that are built into the car that are shining down the number plate, but the number plate's all dirty, the lights are busted, and you can't see shit. Just makes me think like that car would be great to have to do crimes in. Or if you wouldn't have to do a crime in the car, you could do a crime outside of the car somewhere else and then get into the car and drive away and make a getaway in a dirty number plate car that no one can read. That'd be good. So, maybe dirty number plates, illegible number plates, antiquated, archaic, old number plates, they still have their place in organised crime, I guess, or even disorganised crime. You might just be someone who's like a criminal of opportunity, just doing crimes wherever they may present themselves. You don't really plan ahead. And it'd still be very useful to get away from the scene. Or, if you want to do some road rage, like throw something out your driver's side window and like a brick and smash the guy next to you, smash his windshield or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? You can make a getaway and no one can identify you except by the color and make. But there must be so many of that same make of car and color around, so it's hardly unique, man. It's hardly unique. But what else could you put on a car? Like, you could probably put like Pussy 69 or Anal 420. Dick 100. I think that'd be mine. Yeah, if I was going to get a number plate, it'd be Dick 100. Dick 100. Then I'll be driving around and people will see my number plate and they'll be thinking, whoa, has this guy got 100 dicks? Or is he just the 100th, in the line, like the 100th in line to the throne of dicks or whatever? Like, number plates really perplexing. Because, like, if they're personalized, then you just get a tiny little glimpse into the person's character or their personality or whatever, right? So it really boggles the mind, really gets, it's a bit of a head scratcher, just making me think about what type of person this is that's driving this vehicle over there. Like, you think that you'd want to be more anonymous in the city so that you can cut people off or, like, just do bad things and not be easily identified. But I don't know, maybe these people, especially like people driving Audi and people driving BMW and people driving Mercedes and people driving Tesla, they love to have personalized number plates, custom number plates. You got to pay for that shit though, dude. It's a big waste of money. That's like $500 or $1,000 or more just to have some shitty ass fucking crap on your car, bro. I think that I could make a good psychic, I know. I already had a premonition about it. I can see myself, this is the good thing about being a psychic. I can just, I can see myself being I'm not a psychic. I'm not a professional practicing commercial psychic yet that you can book and like ask me to do stuff. Like I'm not in the white pages or the yellow pages. I'm not in the newspaper classifieds and I don't have a TV show. But I can envision a future where I'm super successful doing all those things. And I might even have like my own TV show and become a millionaire, do tours around the world, like just whatever, man, making money being a psychic. That's what I think I could do. I think I could easily, meet all of the challenges posed by James Randi and claim his $1 million prize or whatever the fuck. I'd be the first psychic to be able to do that. The reason I know that is because it came to me in a vision that I'm having right this moment where I can just see myself with piles of money standing next to it or sitting at my desk next to a landline telephone with just endless amounts of phone calls coming in and random people from around the world just asking me questions, right? And it's plain to see. It's clear as day. I don't even need a crystal ball. I just don't even barely need to close my eyes because I got a good imagination or whatever. Not an imagination, like premonition imagination. I got a good premonition, imagination. I don't know what to call it. But like my ESP is easy as 1, 2, 3 or ABC, bruh. I got extra sensory perception. So yeah. And it's particularly strong now that my star sign is in the middle of Capricorn and Hexamodius, and Alpha Centauri's lights are passing through the retrograde of the solar panels, which are refracting the moon cycle inside of the solar eclipse. And I'm telling you now that I've been seeing like so many number patterns on my numerological charts and shit. Like everywhere I go, right, I'm looking at the calendar. It's like the 29th of July, and everywhere I went, like the calendar said like it was always the 29th of July. It's been like that for almost 24 hours already. So good numerology, good astrology, all coming into my chakras right now, which are aligned. I've got like, really good chakral alignment. I went to the chakra chiropractor, the chakra practor, and he flexed and jabbered and gibbered my liver until my colors were all, through the spectrogram, and now my third eye is open and I'd be doing all kinds of eye tests with my regular eyes closed. That's how I know I'd be a good psychic. I bought a tarot card deck and it has exactly 77 cards in it. Most tarot card decks, they have less than that. They've only got like probably 10 cards, but I got the expansion set because I wanted to have like unlimited fates. or whatever, like, you know, because a lot of different people from all walks of life, the rich, the poor, the smart, the dumb, the retarded and the autistic, they're all trying to hit me up asking me what's going to happen to them. And so, I've got to be prepared, bro. I can't just be dealing out the same, you will find love next week, or look to the stars, or your grandma needs a coffin, or whatever it might be. Like, I can't just be repeating myself over and over and over, because what if the same people call in week after week or day after day? So I've got to have something fresh. I've got to have something clean. I've got to know these fates. I can't be vague about it, man. I can't just say, yes, I see death in your near future, or something good comes your way, or your way comes. That's more mysterious. Something good, your way comes. I can't just say that, man. I've got to be like, yeah, in about 14 days, 2 hours and 57 minutes, you are going to step on a thumbtack and fall down a riverbank into a volcano. I need that kind of specific stuff. So I got extra tarot cards. I got mad, awesome crystal ball that I hooked up to the internet or whatever. And, I've got like a pocket watch to hypnotize people. And I'm basically going to be the biggest hotshot since John Edwards. I'm going to be meteorically rising in the scene of super psychics. I'm the new super psychic on the scene, and no one want to fuck with me, bro, because I got henchmen, dude, and I don't even need it. Look, people don't want to be fucking with me, not Milo the psychic, man. I got some terrible fates up my sleeve, and I can make them happen if I really bend my will or whatever. If I really call upon the stars to twist my spirits in a certain way that the future is affected, then that's what I'll be doing to you, if you're mean to me. So yeah, call in to my number 1-897-965-100-200-720 and ask for Milo the psychic, and you can get your psychic fate read to you by me. And then you know what's going to happen, man. Will love come your way? Maybe lots of money? A tragic death in the family? Will you be brutally maimed in a gory, fiery car collision or whatever? It remains to be seen. You know how to find out. Hit that phone line right about now. So yeah. All right, people, I guess that's about enough for now. Once again, I apologize to you. It's from me, from my bottom of my heart to the top of yours. I apologize for not releasing an episode last week. But it's all up-ons, baby. It's all up-ons. We're on to bigger and better things. We're moving forward, not dwelling in the past like so many sad sacks do. We're not doing that. We're the happy sacks. We're the happy sacks inside of a hacky sack. And we be moving on into the future and doing all those good things. As I said, it's upsetting that I broke my streak, but I think 27 weeks in a row is not too bad. I think people even struggle to go to the gym that many times in a row, you know what I'm saying? So having a week off is not too bad. I'm upset that I broke my streak, but I guess we just got to look forward to a 28 episode streak. But yeah, like I said, I think the problem is that there's not that many. We're already halfway through the year, so I'm definitely going to be breaking that streak towards the end of the year. When it's the silly season, we be traveling for holidays, seeing family, and doing that type of stuff. But until then, I'm going to try my hardest to get this shit back on track, baby. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to thank you so much for listening to episode number 28 of the Milo Podcast. Ping pong, ping pong. If you're listening on YouTube, you know what to do, Tube. You need to hit the like button. You need to subscribe. You need to leave a comment down below saying bing bong or saying, hey Milo, what's up? I would really appreciate that, and I will respond to your comments. And also, if you're listening on Spotify, shout out to Spotify gang. Follow the podcast there. Like the episode. And interact with the poll. Anytime most of the time when I post an episode to Spotify, I explained this before, but you can put a poll on the episode, I don't know, talking about the episode or whatever, there's polls. There's polls on Spotify. A poll, A, B, C, D, choose one, multiple choice poll, a poll. So yeah, you can interact with the poll, because that'll be fun. Wouldn't that be fun for you? It'd be fun for me. So yeah, once again, I want to thank you very much for listening to episode number 28 of the Milo Podcast, Bing Bong, Bing Bong. And I will see you next week in the next episode of the Milo Podcast, baby. Peace.